but I think that we need to look at the way that we select judges, because the way that if you add up those campaign contributions, I think that you have the ability to really influence the outcome of an election, especially in a small county where I could tell you from my experience, people really don't want to contribute substantial amounts of money to a judge because there's nothing going to be given in return. When you have lawyers giving large amounts of money, I think that it really can taint the process. And when we're talking about the judiciary, it's the public's trust and confidence in the system that's most important. And I think that our current system really awards fundraising ability, political connections, and wealth, which have absolutely no relevance to whether or not you'd be a good judge or not. And I think we need to really look at our selection system and take a hard look at it and whether or not we're getting the right people in. I think it's a real issue.
Do you have a proposed solution?
I haven't examined it serious enough, but I know in the federal system we have an appointment process where you go through a significant interview process, then there's an appointment by the governor, and then or the president, and then you go through a Senate confirmation hearings. If you look at administrative law judges, one of my friends just went through that process. It was grueling. You go through FBI checks, you're taking lie detector tests, you're doing resumes, you're having screenings at national levels and interviews, and writing samples are being submitted. I think that there's a better way to do what we're doing at this point. I think we need to take a hard look at it.
On the county level and the appellate level? Because if you're going to do that on the county level.
Absolutely. I mean, think about it. At least at a county level, we're local and we know people. Obviously, this is a large county. I could tell you, I don't know people in Hazleton and other areas because I just didn't live there. But when you get to an appellate level, I mean, I'm a practicing attorney. I don't know anything about those lawyers. And you're asked to go into a voting booth and pull a lever for somebody. And if I don't know about them, I know that the general public certainly doesn't know. And what you end up with is a PR campaign for name recognition, which, again, I just don't think lends itself to electing the most qualified judges. I said to my wife the other day, think about the number of qualified candidates who would never even consider running for judge because they don't have personal wealth, they don't have political connections, and they're uncomfortable even with the fundraising process. It's very difficult to go and ask someone for money. We're literally shutting the door, I think, on people that might otherwise consider getting involved and would make wonderful judges to a large segment of our population that don't want to do that. I think that we need to really look at the way we do things.